Hi, folks. I'm Jamie Hiles.
I'm Lydia Judy.
And I'm Deja Vu, Derek Lamasta.
And this is Scream Bloody Movies, the podcast where we review a horror movie each week, go over the horror news. I'm Jamie Hiles.
I'm Lydia Judy.
You're Deja Vu, Derek Lemaster.
I'm confused as what's going on.
Oh
No,
my
we
gosh.
relived it. We hit the Deja Vu because, speaking of Deja Vu, we are doing our welcome to our annual Christmas episode. In this year, we are doing Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, which is essentially, you'd call it Silent Night, Deadly Night 1.5, really, would be a more accurate description.
I feel like that's a more accurate description.
Yeah.
2 is just
Yeah.
that's a little too not accurate.
So two would
Have a lot less than
designate that
one.
we are watching a whole new film, which is not the case. We'll get into it. We have a lot to talk about with this one. How are you guys doing tonight?
Feeling good.
Yeah. Here. Good. Alive.
Good. And well, that's all you can ask for. I am doing great as well. I'm ready to talk about tonight's movie because it's something. It's something. This one, I have a lot to talk about my experiences with this through the years and finding it and all that stuff. But guys, first, I want to get into some Yuletide horror news. It's not really Yuletide flavored, but it is the Yuletide season. And I don't have a lot, but I do have one really interesting piece of news. Actually, two very big, interesting pieces of news. First, I want to lead off with this. So, Josh Becker was a filmmaker from Michigan, original crew member of the original Evil Dead, friends with Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell, Rob Tappert, made Super 8 movies with Bruce and Sam in Michigan back in the day, became a filmmaker himself, was a filmmaker, directed as one of a movie that we'll do on here eventually, a sci-fi original movie called Alien Apocalypse, starring Bruce Campbell. He has passed away at the age of 67. He was an independent filmmaker. You know, he was a fake shimp in all of the Evil Dead movies, the 2 sequels. He was in, he wrote on projects like Xena Warrior Princess, Thou Shalt Not Kill Except, worked on Lunatic's Love Story, Hercules, Jack of All Trades. And he wrote a book, a very fun, popular book, The Complete Guide to Low-Budget Feature Filmmaking, which has a foreword by Bruce Campbell. And he also wrote detailed journal entries detailing the production of the original Evil Dead movie that you can find on the Evil Dead archives. So he was very responsible for preserving that history as well. But he has passed away at the age of 67, and I thought it would be appropriate to give a shout out to him for being a part of, one of our favorite franchises. Alien Apocalypse is something else. We gotta watch that.
Really, I had to clear my throat just then. But I didn't know who that guy was. Like, you could have said his name, you did, and I was like, I don't know who that guy is. Then you explained his backstory. But I can tell you one thing. That guy fucking lived his dream. And that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's all about, Yep. He did the thing.
Yep. And I bet he loved going to work.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to do, is just to do the thing,
Yep.
So
kudos to him. I'll have a beer for him one day.
Godspeed.
I don't have any beer right now.
Yeah, that's all right.
If someone wants to buy us beer, we're of age.
We're gonna have a beer link in the description. You can just send us beer. Guys, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando has a release date. It is March 12th of this year. And it's coming out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. So, remember, we've talked about this, John Carpenter's Toxic Commandos, before. It's that first-person horror shooter action game. What do you guys think? You excited for a John Carpenter video game?
That's affirmative for me.
Yeah, I mean,
First,
John Carpenter's a huge gamer himself. Loves playing video games, so that just seems natural that he would have his own video game, right?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say, and I know that only because you told me that. But yeah, I'm sure he is gonna knock it out of the park. He's fucking John Carpenter.
Exactly.
So
And I mean, the team behind it is a very good team, and we'll see what they put together. But I mean, I would buy anything with the title John Carpenter's in front of it. So I'm kind of part of that, like, pre-sold audience.
so you're
Like
a
he's
carpet muncher? Is that what you're? Is that what
wouldn't
they're
say
called?
that. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not, ladies, but I aim to please. But I don't think that's what we would call myself as far as a carpenter head. I just call us acolytes of the greatest, or our God. So they're just worshiping the one true God, John Carpenter. He's the only one that won't let us down, unless you count no. I mean, even Ghost of Mars is fine. All right, guys, we have our first hints of marketing for Steven Spielberg's new Alien movie, his untitled mysterious alien film that we know nothing about. We're starting to get some marketing. Billboard went up this today in Times Square, right here, saying all will be disclosed. Spielberg 6/12/26. How
Interesting.
cool is that, right? Like spooky.
Kind of looks upside down.
It is upside down. There's an eye. There's a face. Like, what do we, is this, we know aliens are involved. Is this some sort of abduction situation,
Mm-hmm.
And just.
Kind of looks like a cardinal or like a jay or something, maybe.
Right here, a bird. Yes.
Yeah.
Right here is a bird.
A bird with like a crest of feathers at the top.
Yep. Here's a beak right there. Yep. And then we just have the eye, and then just all will be disclosed. Does that get you guys interested and excited?
Definitely interested.
Like, what is it? What is it?
I've heard of that guy before.
Yeah, he's made a couple of films. He's one of the rare full tens of the podcast.
I don't know. Lydia's giving out a couple of tens.
No, full tens across the board.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Lydia, I was just kidding.
And I think he's the only filmmaker that we've done so far that has nothing but tens. Both of the films we did of his are tens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we did Jaws and Jurassic Park. Jaws and Jurassic Park.
Duh.
2 fucking masterpieces, no big deal.
Jaws and Jurassic Park.
Just 2 of the best films ever made. Just 2 of the best movies ever made. All right, and then finally, guys, we have a little bit of tidbit news for Friday the 13th prequel, Crystal Lake. The showrunner, Brad Kane, was being interviewed because he's also the co-showrunner of the HBO Welcome to Derry show, the It series. And they asked what it can be, what we can expect from it. And he says, in many ways, it's a psychological thriller. It's a paranoid 70s thriller. He says it has the DNA of a slasher without quite being a slasher. There are rivers of blood in the show. There are very, I think, ingenious kill sequences and deaths and murders, but it's all done in service of character and theme, place, and time. I tried to think about Crystal Lake in a Friday the 13th sequel as, what era did the first movie come out? It came out in the paranoid 70s thriller era. It came out in the era of Women's Lib, of National Organization for Women era, this consciousness rising, awakening era. I wanted to go and play with those themes. What do you guys think of that? I mean, we're talking about a fucking Jason show here, guy.
Yeah. I think about this kind of stuff a lot, honestly. Like, I really do think about this a lot. Like, how filmmaking is affected by the time period
100%.
and how you can use
Always.
that to your advantage with you know, with different kinds of movies, like especially with this kind of stuff.
With horror, you can make any movie, you can make any message, you can do anything you want with the guise of horror. I have a couple of scripts that are topical in different ways, but if you're not paying attention, they're just horror films. They're slashers. They're paranoia.
You can zone out, or you can really dive deep into what the meaning of things are. You know.
Correct. Yeah. Go ahead, Derek.
So with all the shit that guy just said, I just want to see the trailer. I just want to see what it looks like, and then I will make an informed decision.
Yeah, I mean, there's a such thing as like
overcomplication.
Right, with matching the material with the product, right? Like what you're trying to do with the product or the material. And is a Friday the 13th prequel the best place to explore the exploration of 70s paranoia and women's lib? Maybe. We'll find out. I mean, I, on face value, wouldn't think so, but maybe that's the genius of it. As long as he brings the
perhaps
goods and Jason shows up eventually, that will be what matters.
I've got to say, I'm thinking back to all the early Friday the 13th movies, and while they did have heroines who were the survivors, not all of them portrayed women in the best light in all situations.
But your final girl always was portrayed in a pretty positive light. I mean,
she was always, I mean, there's the formula, obviously. We've talked about it.
Part of the formula.
Let's see what he brings. I'm not going to make a decision or a judgment until I see some of the work.
Yeah, we'll see what it is. It's pretty interesting though. And that wraps up the horror news. So guys, picture it.
This time last year, watching the same movie for the first time.
No, listen. Picture it. It's 1989, right? Or I'm sorry, it's 1987. You go into the movie theaters because you're wanting to see. You see the trailer. You're one of the few markets that this is playing in a theater. You see the trailers for, or the print advertisements for Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. You were a big fan of the first one. You thought it was pretty solid. It was a decent slasher. I mean, I think we thought it was a decent slasher. We didn't think it was great or anything, but we were like, it was fine. It had some fun sequences. So you sit down in that theater. The credits start rolling. You see the opening scene of this. And then you proceed to spend the next 35 to 40 minutes watching a movie you'd already seen. Like, how wild would that be?
That would be wild. That would be upsetting.
So imagine we went and saw Halloween Kills, and it took place 10 years later, or whatever, and it was just a recap of Halloween 2018 through most of it, and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But imagine, even more disappointingly, we sit down and watch Halloween Ends.
See what you did there. I see what you did there.
Yeah, we see what you did.
But yeah, this is wild. So there's a whole wild thing with this movie. But first, I want to talk about is this your guys' first time watching this?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to
aware of its existence, right?
Yeah.
Only when you told me that it existed.
I was aware of it.
So I was. This is not the first time I've seen this movie.
I believe that.
It's
yeah, we watched it last year.
Yeah, well,
sorry.
Technically, I guess this is my third watch. Now, I've actually watched this movie before, and I've watched tons of videos on people watching, reviewing this movie. It fascinated me for a long time because the very first contact I had with this movie was in the early aughts. One of the first viral YouTube videos, one of those early viral YouTube videos was the Garbage Day clip from this movie. With no context, it just was Garbage Day, and he shoots the guy, and he goes, ha 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 ha, and then that's the end of the clip, and you're like, I remember being like, what the fuck? Because I had seen Silent Night, Deadly Night, the first one, when I was younger, but I'd never seen this. So I saw that. I was like, this movie looks horrible. I've got to check it out. I've got to see it. So I went to my local video store, watched this, and was like, this is just the movie that I already seen this. You know, this is the clip show. This is terrible. And the movie's awful. The acting's terrible, that stuff. So when Derek picked it, I kind of knew what I was in for, but I knew you guys didn't know what I was in for. So that's what's fun.
Yeah.
That's what's fun.
Yeah.
So let's start by talking about like kind of the I guess let's talk about the story, supposedly, if you could call it that. It's basically a rapper, like it's a clip show. So the genesis for this film was literally the studio wanted another one. They wanted Lee Harry, the director of and screenplay writer and editor of this movie, to edit something together for a new movie using the film footage of the old one. And he said, well, I don't know if I can necessarily do that, but give me enough money to shoot some new scenes. I'll write a script and we'll make a new movie out of it. So instead of doing what like most people would do, which is you'd film mostly a new movie and then you'd augment it with flashbacks, which would kind of pad your runtime out a little bit. They went the opposite approach with this, guys. They just said, well, if we're going to do it, we might as well fucking do it. We might as well just literally chronologically tell the story of the entire first movie. What were you guys thinking watching this?
I mean, I immediately texted you guys and was like, why did they do this?
I've never seen anything like that before. I would, if anyone can make a suggestion of where this has happened before, the first fucking 40 minutes of this movie, outside of the like couple of like, 10-second, 30-second clips of him talking to this fucking shrink, are the first movie. Although Jamie and I did briefly discuss this, they definitely made sure to grab all the clips where there were boobs.
100%. They put every single boob shot of the first movie into this movie. They're like, hey, well, we could pick this up where she gets killed. But why do that when we could just pick them up kissing on the pool table and we get to see her tits for longer? All right.
It's wild.
The only thing I can think is they were like, well, nobody saw the first one.
Well, like I said, they said that it was like, oh, well, I can do this to kind of augment that. So he had 10-day shooting schedule. He had 10 days, a 10-day shooting schedule. And this is what they came up with, by the way, with the 10 days, which is wild. I was also talking to Derek about this. Here's something that's really funny, and we'll get on with some other stuff. But in the opening credits, it shows a list of writers. Oh, there's the balloons. But it shows the list of writers on this movie. And it shows story by. And it showed 4 fucking names for the story. And then the screenplay showed 2 names. And I said, Derek, how does it take 4 people to come up with this story and 2 other people to write a 40-minute fucking screenplay about it? That's wild.
That is wild.
What are we talking about? What was that line you said, Derek? It was money not well spent.
Yeah. So just to, this was 100% an attempt at a cash grab. And I say that because the first movie had a budget of a little over $1 million, and it made 2.5 million roughly, right? So almost a 240% return. This movie had a 250,000.
Wait. Your number's weird. What did you say it was?
So their budget was $1,065,000.
Mm-hmm.
They made the budget, or the gross was $2,491,000.
Okay, so they made double the budget roughly.
Yeah. So.
But
they made
marketing. They made a profit.
And I can only imagine they're like, hey guys, let's just go off the name of this thing and we'll make some money, because it was only $250,000 budget for the second one. They definitely got that wrong. Just word of mouth. I'm sure.
It also didn't play many theaters. It had a small theatrical run,
Mhm.
and then was released to VHS and Laserdisc. So yeah, it was released on VHS and Laserdisc in the U.S. on September of '97, which of course it was because like its box office return, it was limited theatrical release on April 10th, 1987. Um, this was like during the VHS, start of the VHS boom. So they're like, oh, this will bring in the money. I mean, it did well enough that they fucking made literally 3 other sequels after this. Only one has to do with the premise of this one. The rest of them are just fucking wild about like demonic toy makers and shit. But guys, we gotta talk about Ricky, our lead, because he is fucking something else. First of all,
Glad you brought him up.
Punish. Listen to me, guys. I'm gonna act right now. He just acts with everything's just his eyebrows. It's the best. So here's something that I want to talk about first before we get into like the nitty gritty of that. In the original movie, his name's Ricky Chapman. They're the Chapman brothers, or yeah. And then in this one, for some reason, inexplicably his name's Ricky Caldwell.
So he got
And that
adopted.
wasn't his adopted name either.
No, he was adopted by the Rosenbergs.
Yeah. I was just like, wait a minute. Yeah, that's not even. Huh.
Oh,
Interesting.
That's so funny. What do you
I
guys
did not
think
catch
of,
that.
What do you guys think of our Ricky here? Because he's
I like Ricky.
everything about him is terrible. Everything.
I think he reminds me of someone I know, and I don't want to say who because I don't want them to be insulted.
That would be a fucking big insult. It's Derek, isn't it?
Well, if they watch the podcast, I'm sure they know who they are.
I don't know.
Because this
I
guy's very
genuinely don't know.
distinct. You can't miss.
Yeah,
Dude.
I also just wonder if we watch so many bad movies now that I'm just like, this isn't so bad.
No, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, but it's funny. It's the difference. It's enjoyably bad because it's so
enjoyably
bad. It's
bad.
stupid.
Yeah,
But man,
I can handle it.
everything about this is so bad. Like the story is so stupid. When we get the flashbacks of him, when he's talking about how he got there, when we finally see. First of all, I've got to talk about the fact that they inexplicably hire an actor to play him at 17 or whatever he is.
Yeah,
It's like, why is this? And then they cut
his
to the
hair.
Yeah,
Did you see his hair?
Dude, it's so funny because it's like, oh, okay, well that's because Ricky's gonna be like in his mid-20s or so when we meet him. No. We meet him at 18. When the guy takes over as Ricky, when Eric Freeman takes over as Ricky, he's 18. So it's like, why even have this other? You don't think he can't pass as 17, but he can pass as 18. What the fuck are we talking about? Why did you pay a whole other guy to do this?
That's so
Yep.
true. That's so true.
So funny, and the fact that the whole punish naughty is so dumb. But the funniest is the whole thing with Jennifer. Everything about all of this is so funny. But before we get to Jennifer, when he comes across the couple and the guy starts to assault the woman, and he starts to have flashbacks of his mom getting accosted by Santa Claus. There's no way he could have seen that, Lydia.
No.
He was
Because he was like 6 months old.
For 2 reasons. 1, he was a baby. 2, he was in the vehicle, and she was like in front of the vehicle. He would not have possibly been able to see it. But his explanation is just like, because I was there.
I knew by osmosis. So also, we got to point this out. I mean, I know it's in the first movie, but the fact that couple is just driving with the baby on their lap is fucking wild.
Oh my god, dude! I
man, that was
about
like
the whole first movie because there's so many things.
Yeah, we're lucky their car had fucking seatbelts at all.
Yeah,
was wild.
the little boy probably wasn't wearing a seatbelt in the back. I didn't
No,
see
but at
one.
least
I
he's
wasn't
got
looking, but
at least he's got a seat. The fucking child just kind of floating there with the mom holding.
yeah, it's very, very dangerous.
Yeah,
But also, like, how cute, how sweet. Like,
sweet until it
like,
goes through
she
the
just-
windshield.
you never think of just like driving one of those giant boat of a car and then just like having your little baby with the little knitted little bundle.
No, being a father myself, I never think about that because I know how they just don't sit still.
Right.
It's not
Hey,
good.
fun fact, the year this movie came out was the year that the first seatbelt law was passed, 1984.
Interesting.
No, the first movie, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So, anyway, back to his. So that whole scene is hilarious because he, attacks the guy and runs him up. By the way, I think the only funnier run over that we've experienced is Home Sweet Home, because that one at least they got a blood splatter. This one it just was cut, and he's gone. Like just so funny. Like you couldn't have even thrown a dummy at it or something. Put some effort into it.
Yeah, it was kind of jarring though, seeing that Jeep like
It
roll
was
back and
jarringly
forth like that.
bad. I will agree.
I don't know. I think these movies like capture violence in a way that kind of gets me, where I'm like,
It
ooh.
gets me laughing.
Yeah, and the fact that guy's girlfriend, which she
Yeah.
should have dumped that guy a long time ago, was just
yeah.
like, "Thank you." I'm like,
Thank
yeah.
you. Yeah.
See,
I
this guy
like,
was actually a superhero until he went on that goddamn murder spree.
Yeah,
literally.
dude. The fact
Because he
that
saves
just-
that dude in the alley, or not
Well,
saves, but retaliates against.
Yeah, the best is that he. So that's kind of like a vigilante at first
Mhm.
because he kills the guy, and that's funny too, is because he kills him and then moves to the alley scene when he's like, that's the next time that I killed, and we get the fucking. First of all, we get this guy, this character actor that they got to play the guy in the alley, looks that part. They actually cast that part really well. It looks like he has been on a 3-day drinking binge before they started filming. He's got the 5 o'clock shadow. He kind of nailed that part. That was like the best performance in the movie. Is that guy? He was fucking great.
I was gonna say
He's great. I was like, man, I actually believe this guy. And
Yeah.
then Ricky comes out and he's like, hello. I was like, oh fuck yeah, we're still in this movie.
No, you didn't do it right. You have to get the eyebrows.
We have to
Hello,
get up. Hello, how's it going?
I don't like what you are doing.
Yeah. Could you imagine someone coming up to you like that?
Dude,
No,
that kill is hilarious too. He kills him with an umbrella.
fuck.
And then
Oh
opens
my
it.
god.
I was like,
That umbrella.
Ooh.
I was like, that
It
is
was
that's
kind
a
of-
bad one.
Yeah, it was a good idea in like.
But then it opened.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
then
I'm saying like it was a
Yeah.
it was a
Then
good
it
idea. I just feel
opened.
like it was not executed very well. Although when it
Well,
lingered and it started raining, I'm like, okay,
Here's
that's
the problem.
pretty cool.
Here's the problem: is it's a cool idea in concept in paper. You're like,
Mhm.
I could see us writing, oh, wouldn't it be cool if he stabs him with an umbrella, then he opens it up. Then in practicality, you're like, seems kind of silly, doesn't it? Seems a little silly, especially if it's not like a supernatural killer, like a Jason Voorhees. It's just
No,
a
he
guy
is
with
kind of
eyebrows.
supernatural. Dude, he like picks that dude up.
Dude.
Like he's got super strength or something.
That's the Caldwell Chapman gene because they both do that in these movies.
Yeah, they're fueled by rage.
Rage to
Yeah,
punish.
I
from
like that,
Santa.
Lydia.
And then, that's funny, but dude, the whole Jennifer subplot, this whole bit
Dude.
is so horribly bad. It cracks me up to no end.
When they are in that movie theater and she was
First
like,
of all-
"Oh yeah, this movie's about a Santa that goes crazy and kills people," and he goes, "What?"
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a genuine funny laugh. That's a good
I
laugh.
loved that he said that.
Yeah. That's a pretty funny laugh. But dude, that movie theater was definitely just some guy's room. It was like, the fuck, what is that? Like, what? This doesn't even look like a movie theater.
That's so true.
$250,000 budget.
I guess, but I mean, you could rent out a fucking theater, my guy. There's
I
something.
don't know.
Yeah,
You
I
know
do
somebody
wonder,
who's
what
like, hey,
was
let me
that
squeeze
room?
this shot in.
Yeah, it was like they just
Yeah.
they put some benches in one guy's room because it like didn't look like a movie theater at all.
Yeah.
And then, and to pad it out more for the Killer Santa Claus movie, they just show more clips from the first movie.
Of
The robbery,
course.
they just show that from the beginning of the movie before, from the first Santa Claus.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yeah, just have to pad it out more.
They spared no expense.
Dude, when he freaking, the obnoxious, terrible actor that's like the bully guy in the theater.
Yeah.
In the
then,
back.
Yeah, and then when he turns and Ricky's sitting there with him, and then we cut back, and it's just like popcorn flying and stuff, like a cartoon. I was like, what is going on?
Right.
And then her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, is hilarious too, by the way.
Chip.
Yeah, his cool glasses.
Derek, you're muted.
You're muted, by the way.
Of a bitch. You guys didn't hear my Chip Carroll impression. That was sad.
No, we did not.
It's Chip Carroll.
We just saw you laugh.
Jamie knows what I'm talking about.
I'm literally the only person that knows what you're talking about, Derek. The way to
No, you're not. You're
those
one of
jokes
3
fresh.
people.
Okay,
3
wow,
people.
we're really spreading the audience now. But the Chip's death, and so first of all, it's funny that he's like, I thought it was my first time, and I thought it was hers too. And
Yeah.
by the way, if there's any younger viewers watching, your first time is never that. It's awkward, it's sweaty, and you don't know what's going on. You're trying to figure out what goes where. It's not shot like 9.5 weeks. You don't have 9.5 weeks movie sex on your first time. I can tell you. You're like trying to get the damn rubber open. But I'm going to cut this part. But Nick Fuentes wouldn't know what we're talking about.
Neither does Lydia, but that's okay. Nick
yeah.
Fuentes, I'm sure. But
yeah. But yeah. So this leads to Chip saying, showing up again. First of all, they're walking down the street, and of all streets, they walk down Chip Street. And Chip,
he's working on his car.
Instead of them her being like, "Oh, Chip's here, let's go this way," they're like, "Let's keep walking towards Chip."
Walk right past him for no reason.
And then he yeah, I fucked her brains out. So he uses a car battery to blow his eyeballs out, I guess, essentially. And then rightfully, Jennifer's like, "You're a psycho. Get away from me. I hate you." And he's like, "What? Punish!" And she kills her. That goes on this fucking wild kill spree, which is where we get the meme. This kill spree is, everything about this is so bad it's good. Everything about it is terrible. The fact that he just keeps walking and going,
He's lost his mind.
Oh, Derek, what do you think of this scene?
Oh, it's absolutely atrocious. It's if he were even slightly a better actor, it would have come across a lot better. But it was genuinely bad.
Dude,
the only thing I liked was the garbage day. That was it. Like everything else about it was just nonsensical and
dude. The garbage day.
You get a cool camera move though. The camera circles him.
When it would have been cool, but he ruins it by going the whole time. Like, fuck. And they screw up that camera move because they do it once and then they come from the other side. So they break the rule of 180 and it looks bad when it comes back that second time. Instead of swinging it around and keeping it going, they had to edit probably because he forgot what he was doing or something. I don't know. But the funniest is the garbage day cut is cut. It would in theory, it's a pretty cool idea for a shot to have him be revealed with the garbage can. But it's edited so awkwardly that we just kind of jump cut to it. And then him saying, with his eyebrows, "Garbage day." The clip's right here. Very, very popular, very, very famous bad movie clip. It shoots the guy and then does his crazy laughs and everything. I think the gem of this scene, actually, there's two. Besides the garbage day, I think the gem of this whole sequence is when the one guy comes out of his porch and he shoots him and he says, "Motherfucker." That made me laugh out loud. Just "motherfucker." It's like, great. And then when he shoots the car and we get a car stunt. The car stunt's pretty cool. 100% you could tell it's a stuntman in a wig standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it felt like it got really close.
It's a practical stunt and a practical effect, and it looks great. I was like, oh, that's the best part of the movie. That's because that's real filmmaking right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Did anyone else feel like maybe that actor was in danger? Because that car got really close.
It wasn't the actor. It was the stuntman.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the stuntman.
In danger.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would have literally shit my pants because I noticed that it got pretty close. And I know how much they spent on this movie. So they were definitely not,
oh, yeah, dude.
adhering to regulations.
They definitely just had a ramp set up for the stunt driver to hit the ramp and flip itself. And his job was just to stand there at it. And yeah, it gets pretty close. They were probably
the ramp is so obvious too. That it kind of is like,
yeah, it's probably way safer than it looks. They probably had rehearsed it and they're probably professionals, but it looks incredible. And also depends on where our angle probably makes them look even closer than they were too.
Yeah, the angle could have assisted with that.
Yeah,
I hope
but it still
that's
is a great looking stunt. It's still.
I hope he wasn't like an inch away from that.
No, he definitely wasn't. He was there was definitely feet between them, but it just looks really close. And then the fact that we freaking he does the whole like no bullets. I should have known that there was no bullets in a dumb kid. So he has two modes. These are his two modes. It's constant eyebrow or it's squinty eyes.
Yeah.
Those are his modes. And so he does both of them every time he talks to the doctor. But in this one, we find out that the doctor's dead. He killed him, strangled him. And then he goes out.
With the thinnest tape you can imagine.
That tape would have broke instantly. It's audio tape. It would have fucking snapped. But also the fact that he goes out and then just like escapes, like no problem, even though like it's telegraphed that we're gonna have a problem with him and the orderly or something. But no, he just kind of walks right out, and then there's like we cut to people that we've never heard of or never seen in the movie. We heard of the Sister Mary one time, and we hear her say, they're like, well, he's been gone about 6 hours, and we're pretty sure he's going to Mother Superior's house.
Yeah. Which
is also hilarious because, he steals a Santa Claus suit, of course, because that's the theme. But we cut to Mother Superior. Lydia, you asked us about this.
Yeah, I was really concerned that I had missed something because
I don't think you did.
Face is mangled and burned on one side.
I think that's supposed to be the effects of the stroke. Literally, I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, they mention, she had a stroke. And then he calls her house from like a payphone and he's like, Santa's back. And she's like, who is this? And I was like, that doesn't really sound like someone who just had a stroke.
She recovered from the stroke vocally, just not her legs, I guess.
Okay, and
so
the
she's in a
side of her face.
And the side of her face, it turned it into Freddy Krueger, apparently.
Can be, yeah, it's like...
That's a stroke symptom, is it burns your face off.
Her face has boils and...
It's very strange.
Purple and...
The makeup, by the way, is terribly blended, and you could see the appliance on her face.
I mean, it looks fine, but I was like...
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look fine.
I was like, in the first one, did she...
No.
fall in some candle oil
No.
and we just missed it. Okay,
No,
she
it's
did
a
not do
different
that.
actress. It's a different actor
Right.
as Mother Superior this time. No, none of that happened. I was so confused too. I remember I've always wondered this, and I think the explanation is that that was supposed to be like disfigurement from the stroke or something. I don't know.
That makes zero sense. She's
wild.
She's like a leper.
Unless she had a stroke and fell into something. I don't know. It's just weird. It's very strange to me.
It's very strange, yeah.
But it's horrible.
And not only that, but it's just the entire thing is just so strange.
Oh, and then the whole chase scene is fucking god awful. Like, we get a chase scene between a wheelchaired nun and a fucking hulking moron.
Yeah.
Who just, first of all, she hides from him by going into a closet. And then he's just like, he stays in the other room just breaking shit. She's like, I'm going to leave now, I guess.
I just can't get over the fact that I want to feel a certain way where I'm like, oh, this means something. Like, good versus evil. Like,
no, it's nonsense.
It's none of that. It's just nonsense.
It's nonsense. Because she's
you have an evil nun and an evil Santa.
Yeah, like in the first movie, she's strict, definitely, but she's not evil in the first movie.
She's not evil, but she's also not a good person.
No, she's not a great person, but she does care for the kids. She wants to keep them safe, especially when she finds out that. Well, yeah, I mean that's just the way they are.
It's not good. It's not good.
It's terrible.
It probably did more damage to 100%. A traumatized child.
100%. But she wasn't some like evil villain, arch villain. In this movie, we have evil versus evil. But and somehow she's like absolutely insane and wanting to stab him with a knife. Okay.
And her face looks evil because she's all twisted.
And then the best part is he decapitates her, but
swings vertically.
Swings vertically, decapitates her with no blood traces. Cleanly.
Horizontal slice.
So that way, when they touch her, her head falls off.
Yeah.
Without blood.
Yeah. Yeah. She was dry. She was real dry.
Yeah. And then his death is fucking hilarious, too. Because it's like, he gets the shit shot out of him. By multiple cops. Like, both cops. He gets shot with pistols and a shotgun to the gut. And then falls out of a window. And then we're supposed to believe that he just lived through that. Because he wakes up and smiles at the end. They're like, oh, they're definitely going to love fucking Ricky. They're definitely going to want more of him. Did you watch it? No, that's not a thing.
Yeah, it must be supernatural.
Super
it's the only
terrible.
way to explain it.
Guys, this movie is terrible. It's not. It shouldn't even qualify as a movie. It's not a movie. It's a quarter of a movie, right?
It's like they forgot to add parts to the end of the first one, and they're like, guys, instead of we'll just make a whole new movie. I agree with you. Yeah. By the way, the online chatter about her face is that they may have covered it up just because it wasn't the same actress. Like, a lot of people are confused because they're like, didn't she have a stroke? And everyone's like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Your face doesn't do that.
Dude, nobody would have cared that it was a new actress. People get recast all the time. They would just say, okay, I know that that's supposed to be.
I literally couldn't tell. I thought it was the same actress.
Maybe it's because it didn't work for you, but they had to use a bunch of footage of her because, they fucking just showed the whole first movie. So
it was like a magic trick that just worked on me.
Oh man, it was awful. Nobody would have cared. She's such a minor part, especially in this one.
Yeah.
Nobody would have cared if it was like, oh, that's a different actress, but we know who that's supposed to be. They told us it's Mother Superior, blah blah. And by the way, their symbolism is fucking right on the nose. I mean, you see her apartment number is 666.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All that.
As
definitely
if.
Got that.
As if.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like, yeah, sure. A nun would definitely move into that one.
Yeah.
What are we talking
because
about here?
so she's meant to be evil then.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also,
Nobody
how
to
could
be
you
anything.
can you tell old nuns apart? You can't tell them apart.
Because of their
Look,
habit?
show
Yeah.
me 5 old nuns and try to pick them out. Like you will not be able to tell them apart.
Unless one of them is Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh,
We'll know who that is.
Or
We'll know who
if,
Whoopi is.
or if there's like a giant purple scar on the side of their face, you won't be able to tell them apart.
Yeah, purple scar.
I don't know
Maybe
why.
that's why they did it. They're like, we don't want her to get confused
She
or mixed
looks
up
like
with the younger
Harvey
one.
Dent.
Yeah, fucking old Two-Face herself. Yeah, she got grimaced, man. Fucking grimaced.
Something.
Oh
dude.
man,
it's crazy.
but yeah,
Gotta write to the
so,
director and figure this out.
Nah. What do you? So I mean, obviously this movie is terrible, but like I said, it's not a movie. It's like a fucking.
It's
it's
like it's
a
a
clip
review
show.
of a movie.
It's a clip show. So you know how on TV shows you would have to fill out filler of seasons. Sometimes you have a clip show where the framing plot is, remember when we did this, and then the whole show is just clips of old episodes. That's what this is. This is a clip show.
It pretty much is, yeah. I mean the amount of new footage is so little time.
So it's the breakdown of it is 40 minutes of the first movie and 40 to 45 minutes of this movie. So it's roughly half, but a little bit more, a little bit less than half. It's kind of the breakdown.
Okay.
So it's like that's wild.
So how do we judge this? Do we judge this based on the
we're just going to
40
judge it
minutes?
It's just going to be the movie as a whole package.
The movie as a whole, okay.
But basically, we're just judging that 40 minutes, and it's a fucking terrible 40 minutes. If
it's not
that
good.
was what we had to judge, we're just like, oh, well, that's terrible.
So what did we give the
previous
first?
movie will up us. What did we give the first one, Derek?
Let's see. Lydia, this is not going to surprise you. You gave it the highest rating. You gave it a 7.
Okay.
I gave it a 6.67, and Jamie gave it a 6.
Yeah.
I think I was feeling the holiday spirit.
This one is way less than that.
I didn't want to be naughty like you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, naughty. Derek, what are you going to give Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, Electric Boogaloo?
Well, let's see. So, because this is only half the movie the other one was. Sorry.
You have to pretend like you're holding a gun too.
I gave the other one a 6.67. I'm going to give this one a 3.66 or 3.36. It's getting a half rating from the other one.
What do you think?
I don't have anything positive to say about this movie.
No, it's terrible. There's nothing positive to say.
Usually I try to like go, no, this.
Well, I will say I do have some things to say when I'll get to my mind.
Oh man.
No, I don't have anything else. It's a 3.36.
What do you think,
That's
Lydia?
pretty low. I feel like that's too low.
Really?
No, I don't think so at all.
I don't think I hated it as much as you guys did.
You do you, boo.
But I do tend to like bad movies. Occasionally. Not Lumberjack Man, Derek.
Why do you always got to bring it up?
Lumberjack Man's better than this.
No. I disagree. I disagree with that.
Lydia,
you
it's
don't
a full
know
movie.
what bad
It's an
movies
actual film.
is.
I don't care. I'd rather watch this than Lumberjack Man any day.
No way. This movie
As far as the bad movies we've done recently, I'm like, I would rather watch this.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel like 3 is way too low because I don't even remember what we rated anything, but I'm gonna give it a 6.
You're wild. That is absolutely astronomical.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
You don't have to take it back. You can give it whatever rating you want, Lydia.
Yeah, but that is
5.5 or 6.
I'll give it a 5.5.
Okay.
This movie.
I know it's not good, but
it's.
why did I enjoy it?
It's sitting somewhere around a 4. This movie is. Movie's sitting around a 4. The only thing that keeps it from being like a 2 or a 1 or even a 3 for me is that it has some funny stuff. And like there's some, it's so bad it's good because it's a lot of the stuff is so bad it's hilarious. But it's not near as bad as some of the movies we've watched recently. Like it's not near as bad as Home Sweet Home. This you can see. The shots are framed, they're in focus.
Exactly.
They're lit. So it's competently made on that part, but goddamn, the performances are just across the board terrible. Especially Ricky is just awful. His actor, no offense, sir, Eric Freeman, he said that he thought this was supposed to be a horror comedy, and he had never seen the first movie, and then he saw the first movie and was like, "Oh, oops, like this is fucking terrible." Then he's seen them spliced together, and he's like, "Wow." Not only that, but my performance is, he knows his performance is bad. He knows it's bad. He's admitted that it's bad.
Knowing what the scenes that he had to shoot, like thinking that he thought it was a comedy.
Fucking wild. That is poor directing,
Derek,
sir.
That
is poor. You're muted, Derek. This whole rant you're giving, you're muted. You fucking idiot.
Man. I have been really flimmy tonight, guys. Okay? That's what I was saying over here. Was that misinterpretation 100% is the director's fault.
Yes.
Because all you got to be like is, oh no, actually, like this is the tone of this movie. Like, how the fuck do you get that wrong? Yeah. I was gonna write the director and be like, hey, what's up with Mother Teresa's face?
How do you get that wrong?
And Larry, now you're getting two emails.
Follow up. Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, how could you be on set and you film that performance and then you're like, yep, that's a take, we're keeping moving on. Instead of saying, hey, you know that thing you're doing with your eyebrows? Fucking don't do that. Just saying. Yeah. But
I mean, I don't know, maybe that's what makes it work for me, is that he seems actually mad because he's finding it funny.
It's just he's so yes, the movie is bad. I'm gonna give it like I said, a 4. Because it's not as bad as Home Sweet Home. It's not as bad as Slime City, which is just horrendous and boring and weird. This is at least this is also boring. I'm not gonna lie. It's also boring. And it's also terrible because most of it is just a clip show. I mean, if we were grading it on just filmmaking prowess, I'd give this thing a fucking 2 because it's literally half of a movie.
Yeah.
Where you splice the other movie into it. It's bad.
It feels like stealing.
Yes, it's bad. It's bad. I'm going to lower it to a 3 because I just thought about it and it pissed me off. This is a 3. The movie's a 3. I got pissed off when I was like, you didn't even make a full movie. You made half of a movie and you stood on the back of a movie that was better. Fuck that. Movie's a 3. Sorry, I got mad out of nowhere. Started thinking about it.
Fair.
Started thinking about it. I was like, that's some horse shit. I wish somebody would give me $200,000 to make our original film instead of shitting out somebody else's horrible abomination of a sequel. But that is Merry Christmas, all. That is Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, Return of Jafar.
The answer to your next question is literally any of them. The answer to your next question.
Thrill me.
Literally any of the characters.
Any character. I think Tom Atkins would stay away from this one. I think he should stay
I think he would too. He'd call this one in and be like, guys, I'm sick. I can't make it.
We're just not going to cast him in this?
Dude,
who did we cast him in the first movie? And did he appear in this one?
Probably because they played the whole first movie.
The odds are good.
They're real good.
That he was in there.
Was he the dad? Was he like, I don't know.
I think we had him as like one of the cops or something probably. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, but literally you could put him anywhere in this movie and it would main character.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky would be better.
Yeah.
But
sure.
He'd at least understand the assignment.
Hopefully. He would ask questions, maybe. Is this
like,
a comedy?
Rewrites. I got some rewrites.
They're like, this guy here, he can't act for shit, but he is buff. He's going to be our Ricky. And what's even funnier to me, I know I talked about it at the beginning of the episode, but I got to talk about it again, is that he read the script. The script was written. They read it, and he says, all right, he's looking through it. He's like, okay, so Ricky Caldwell. Who? Well, that's your name, Ricky Caldwell. Well, wasn't my name Ricky Chapman in the last one? We already filmed. We can't refilm. So your name's Caldwell. We can't ADR it. We're just going to go with Caldwell. Or it's like they just didn't know. They filmed the whole movie, put it out, and then somebody was like, hey, by the way, his name's Chapman. Oh. Like, how do you make that mistake? That's a wild mistake to make.
It is strange.
Mhm.
There's just zero love and care put into this thing. This wasn't somebody's passion project that they bled for.
They didn't even
This
get
was
the
just
main character's name right.
a shit out money grab piece of crap.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting angry again. I'm feeling it again.
I think he might be right.
I
That
feel
bums me
offended.
out.
Feel offended.
Yeah.
So that is this movie. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
I was happy to have the refresher of remembering the whole first movie.
Yeah.
Is it sad that the first movie scenes are the best parts of the movie?
Yeah.
No.
Like
That
the
is
acting's
bad.
better, the kills are better, the story is better. I mean, the story of the first movie is also fucking dumb. We're not
It's
trying
not
to
great.
whitewash it, but
Yeah.
it's still very funny. It's still fun as a slasher premise. We get some decent kills and what have you. We actually spend time with his brother, and what's the brother's name? Because his name's Ricky. The brother's name is Billy. Yeah. So we spend time with Billy in the first movie. We get to see his transition from being a little kid to this and why he is what he is. We get some kind of context. This is just nonsense. I also like how when the doctor first comes in and he's like, "Fuck off, Doc."
Yeah. Yeah. The way he acts with the doctor is just like so silly. And again,
looks
just the way that
right at
he's
the
just
camera.
like,
To tell you exactly what he's doing.
yeah. And the fact that he's just like, well, you couldn't have seen that. And he's like, because I was there. Just like, that's the dumbest reason that you could even say.
Dude, one more thing I gotta talk about that makes me laugh is when he kills Jennifer, right? And he starts flashing back to like Mother Superior when she's yelling at him, and he goes
Uh-huh.
with his face fucking cracks me up. Oh, that reaction. That is just this movie's terrible. All right. And that is this movie. So whose pick is it? It's your pick, Lydia.
Yep.
What are we watching next week?
Would you guys want to watch the new Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Is it in theaters or is it out now?
It's
No,
on
it's on Netflix.
Oh,
It's
then
Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
I'm game.
Absolutely, we want to watch Frankenstein.
All right, let's do it.
So next week we are watching Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein on Netflix. It's where you can find it. It's the only place you can find it. So that's settled. That's what we're doing. All right, guys, we want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. So this will be the final episode of this season, right? This will be the final episode of season 5.
No, I think they'll have one more.
Oh no, you're right. We'll have the Frankenstein will be the last episode of season 5. So we're going out with a bang in 2025. So thanks for joining us for this Yuletide flavored episode. Be sure to comment down below on your thoughts on Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, Last of the Mohicans. Let me know what you think of this movie. Tell us what you think. Are our ratings too high, too low? I don't think they're low enough sometimes. And give us some more Christmas movies to watch next year. I know there's tons of them. We have more Silent Night. Also, by the time this episode airs on Christmas, The new Silent Night, Deadly Night remake will be in theaters, so go check that out. We're not paid to plug it. I don't know anything about it, haven't seen it, but it's a fun Christmas slasher. Why not, right? See what the new one. It has fucking old Corey Cunningham from everyone's least favorite Halloween film, Halloween Ends. But go check it out. It might be good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next year when we review it, probably. So comment down below. You can follow us online at HiLaProductions.com. Follow us on Facebook at HiLa Productions, where you will find all of the great new horror news that we have, all the great updates for the feature film that we're working on, Secret Admirer. The opening scene will be linked in the description and at the end of the episode. You can also find the latest episode of Scream Bloody Movies there as well if you just stumble upon the site. And stay tuned for the news on Secret Admirer and the new short film we are working on as well. We have some concrete updates on that coming up really soon as well. So until then, for Derek Lemaster and Lydia Judy, I'm Jimmy Hiles. Remember, if you're going to scream, ho, 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 scream bloody movies.